Hello everyone, welcome to the Tennessee Lottery 250 from Nashville Fairgrounds Speedway for the ENROLC Junior Series. Going 125 laps at this short track. It's about 0.596 miles, I think, is the distance here.
Yeah.
Believe so.
No pit stop here, but
Yeah, nope.
also it's the race where the most amount of cars is being queued.
Yeah, we only got a 36 car field.
Almost half.
If you're wondering why my voice sounds like shit, it's because I have a sore throat and I'm probably kind of sick, but who cares? We have ENROLC Racing. Alright, let's go through the starting grid real quickly. Row 1 is the 49 of Josh Weiss and the 98 of Scott Sprinkle. Row 2, the 86 Johnny Yang and the 54 of Sky Martin. The 3 is the 34 of Kyler Sustrai and the 45 of Skylar Taylor. Row 4, the 83 Destiny Irwin and the 81 of Unofficial Joe. In row 5 is the 21 of Matvey Shepetyev and the 16 of Lucas Pugh. Row 6 is the 41 of Josh Caloney and the 15 of Geff Jordon.
That's me.
Row 7, the 70 Tala Aziz and the 29 of Lucas Holmes. Row 8 is the 30 of Alejandro Cruz Jr. and the 02 of Logan Conrad. Row 9, the 78 Hector Garcia and the 19 of Elijah McQuitty. Row 10, the 7 Dane Stinson and the 52 of Zach DeLello. Row 11 is the 32 of Thomas Philbrick and the 22 of Saber Fox, winner at Fontana. Row 12, the 47 Derek Hamill and the 6 of Sean English. The 13, the 13 of Henry Guo and the 59 of Josh McDaniel. Row 14 is the 1 of Daniel Voiles and the 56 of Tristan Grace. Row 15, the 96 Luminous Ambrosia and the 23 of Flandre Wilson. Row 16 is the 26 of Ryan Palmer and the 07 of Drake and Smith. Row 17, the 94 for Forrest Lindell and the 88 of Daniel Starr. Row 18 is the 09 Emmanuel Castellano and the 4 of Jonas McBurgerpants. Only 36 cars made the field. Top 30 raced in, and the rest, the back 6, are still provisional drivers.
I say expect a very, very fast race.
And a lot of mech fails, because we saw a lot of those during the dual races, and that ended up taking out some cars in the process.
Oh my god!
Oh my god, as soon as I say it. Who forgot to put an engine in their cars?
Should I still wait 60 seconds before
Yeah, wait for the timer to run out.
Okay.
Well, it might have been when the cars loaded in for the qualifying run.
No,
or
no.
when they loaded in after the qualifying.
Because you have to back out. You have to back out to use the save editor.
Was a very unfortunate turn of events because, like I said, we had mech fails practically the whole both of the heats. We had multiple cars with issues, including some that caused wrecks in the process.
Yep.
And now the first thing we see on the thing is a car having an issue, but looks like they forgot to put an engine in that 26 car. But that was a valid field filler strategy back in the 70s, so it's probably a valid strategy here.
You're a field filler.
What? That is
What
not real.
the hell?
Drivers, start
This is
your
leaked. I'm going to be on the next
engines.
episode of Rise of the Field Fillers.
Okay.
Alright, guys, no issues. Nobody blew up.
Drivers, to your cars.
Yeah,
Oh
nothing
no!
happened.
Don't touch that engine! Whoa!
God. I might need you guys to carry the broadcast a little bit just because I don't want to kill my voice.
Yeah, I can totally do that for you.
So,
Yeah, I'll see what I can
Data's
do.
done some too in the other league that I was watching in ENROLC Plus. But as I come around turn 4 to get to the white flag, Josh
Green
Weiss
flag.
got sprinkled.
Weiss
Or is it?
got a good start. 49 got a
Yeah,
good
oh
start.
my
They're going
God, they're
3
already
wide.
going 3.
3 wide.
Just trying
Uh-oh.
34.
Uh-oh.
Getting way up, getting that 45 way up on the wall. A little contact back there at the 81.
And they hung on to
Already having some chaos. And a bunch of cars getting stuck on that outside lane.
3 wide still. 81.
I talked about this during the heat races, but that inside line seems to be the preferred way to go on this track. So if a car gets stuck on the outside for a long period of time, they're going to be going all the way to the back.
Yep.
Oh, I think the 81 flipped the wall because he kind of called that outside line to back up. As
Yeah, if these cars get stuck on the outside line for a long period of time, they
Oh
might
yeah,
not even
leaderboard,
have a
by
fight
the way.
What?
with another
Leaderboard.
Oh, right. There we go.
And just like in the heat races, we see the car that started on the inside lane get a pretty decent advantage over the field at the start
Got
of
a
this
good jump, but here comes Sprinkle to the inside of Yang. Started on the outside in P2. Now he's trying to take second back from Johnny Yang, though.
Part of me is I heard scraping like that we were wrecking.
Yeah, some cars might actually start hitting the wall a tiny bit.
Wow, that 98 looks really fast.
We never really saw cars hit the wall that much in the heats, but since they're all clustered together now, and since there's a lot more running in this main event, they might actually have more.
Yep, here goes the 98.
Yeah, Scott Sprinkle.
with a good run, and turns 1 and 2, trying to catch up to the 49 of Josh Weiss, making the pass. All 4 of the cars on Josh Weiss's team made the event this week, which is a very good points day for their team.
Yeah, for Napa Racing. Definitely not BAM Racing, guys.
Yeah, lots of Napa cars made it.
Just chilling,
At
looking at the back
16.
here. There are some guys here at the back that have been moving their way up. I think Cruz Jr. has moved his way up to 9th. Emmanuel Castellano
from
started
last.
at the very back.
There's
Yeah,
Forrest
the
Gump,
09.
And that's still unsponsored 94, that team, and the 02.
And
Yeah.
remember, McBurger Pants started shotgun.
Yeah, the Forrest Bell and the 02 of Logan Conrad still looking for sponsorship. That 02 car, very first start, impressed us all in heat number 2. Let's see if that 02 team can actually pull off a good finish here today as we see.
Right
Sprinkle's
now,
all over Josh Weiss right
Yeah.
now.
Right now it's Napa versus Taco Bell up front.
Oh, wow, big
Johnny
run from
Yang.
the 86 behind
Yeah, Johnny
them.
Yang is starting to close up here as well. I think the 49's
Oh.
holding these two up. Here comes
Got
Sprinkle to
moved.
the
Here we
inside.
go.
Look.
Into one.
Ooh,
apron.
back on the
He
apron.
Flipped the
He got
apron
it.
a
He
little
hooked
bit, but
Sprinkle is
He
there.
hooked it.
It looks like Sprinkle will get it. Backstretch. If Weiss doesn't make any moves, and here comes Johnny Yang in the 86 to the bottom as well.
yep, Scott Sprinkle takes the lead away from Josh Weiss.
And 5 bonus points will go to that driver.
Yep, and there's your last. But here comes Yang.
86 car gonna take second here. Check
Scott Sprinkle
fastest
did a pretty
lap. I
good-
think that might be a good indicator of whose fast car is right now. 70.
The 98
tell
car
us-
did it.
98.
Never mind. 98 just pushed it to the top.
Yeah.
96.
Or actually 96.
Ooh, Ambrosia.
Both the 98 and the 96 were relatively quick in their heats. The 98 was actually managed to hold off the leaders for a long period of time, so let's see if they'll be able to do that again.
And then
Sprinkle
we're also
won their
looking
heat,
for-
so-
And then we're also looking
Yeah.
for Stinson, who
Yeah.
has some speed.
Oh yeah, Sprinkle just
and
ran
the
the fastest
70
lap
ahead
once
of them,
again.
or the 78 ahead of them. Hector Garcia.
Oh yeah, and there is the 70. Yep.
Another Napa car, Tal Aziz.
But Scott Sprinkle, one
Yeah,
heat two
yeah,
after leading every lap. Back up to the front of the field now. Leaderboard.
Yep. Let's check though. Let's check on
battling
that
here.
09.
I saw
Oh
a
my!
battle. I saw a battle
Yeah.
for with the 78 and somebody else. I think it was the 70.
Yep.
Tell us Aziz is stuck on
770.
the outside now.
Another Napa car that's also made the field. There's the 81 on the bottom, the 21 as well, on that preferred inside line. Yeah, like I said earlier, these cars, there's actually an open spot right there behind the 81 and the 21. Let's see if the 70 will be able
I don't
to
think
actually
so.
slot in, or not anymore, but if the 70
What
slots
is
in,
that run that 70 seemed to get off too?
Yeah, it looks like they've adapted to this outside lane pretty well. Compared to, yeah,
Honestly, you can corner pretty. You can get a good run on exit, but on on corner entry, that's where
worse.
they make up the most ground, and you see the 70 still stuck to the outside. Just can't get down to the
He's trying
bottom.
to get passed by the 30 now, and 34.
And the 34.
And don't look now. Here comes the 96.
And there's Ambrosia. There's.
By the way, yeah.
Curious to where the 26 is. That's the points leader coming into this race, Ryan Palmer. There he is in 16th.
Just right behind the 96.
Yeah.
But this car is fast.
Castellanos moving up through the field, and so is Lynn Bell in the 94 actually.
Or Lynn Bell. No, Lynn Bell got shuffled high.
Looks like,
Lynn
yeah,
Bell
looks
got
like
moved
they
to the
got shuffled
outside,
out
yeah.
to that outside lane, fell back with the 1.
Yep.
Well, part of Catskill Motorsports, which had a little bit of an incident with its owner, and now it really has no owner.
Don't worry about it,
Although,
guys.
I've been looking to purchase that team myself, potentially maybe a merger, like in the old DEI days.
One thing I will say, these front 3 are suddenly saying adios to the field.
Mm-hmm.
They've pulled
he's-
way away. I think
it's
it helps
definitely
that
been
the
a
fastest car right now is the leader.
Yeah, that 98 car has been fast all weekend. Let's see if they
It's
can
the
actually...
59 and wow.
TRE brought some horses this week.
And Scott Sprinkle, I believe, is still winless this season.
Yep.
So this
Evan
win
looks quick.
tonight would be a big point stay for that 98 team.
Be the first win for that 98 team since Lyle Toledo at Memphis last year, which is another short track in Tennessee.
No short track. Very similar short track.
Yeah,
Tennessee
actually.
seems to be a very blessed place for
But-
this team to run.
But if this car keeps up its speed on the long run, that's a car to watch.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I
The
would be
09 car
absolutely
is
curious to
flying.
see the 09. There's a 34
And-
battling the 54.
And
Sus
look,
Stry
he's
and
about to
Martin.
pass the 26.
Yeah. And I think as
Just
the
running
points
the
run,
34. on the
I think
bottom
as the
now.
points run right now, the 30 would have the points lead back. Since the 30 is 9th, the 26 is like 16th-ish.
And you're starting that 54 stuck on that outside
And now
lane.
they're stuck on the.
Yeah, now it's gonna get put shuffled to the
Oh,
outside
there
lane.
was an. Oh, I think there was a little kerfuffle.
Oh wow, that one car has fallen back significantly over the past few laps.
Yeah.
Probably got shuffled back through that outside lane like I was
Hughes.
talking about earlier.
He was
But
currently
Scott
your last
Sprinkle
car.
Continues to lead by 2 seconds over the leader.
Yeah.
Now Sprinkle's
whoa.
pulling away.
Sprinkle is gone.
We are 1/5 of a way through this race already, and Scott Sprinkle is flying away from our leaders. No gain from the 86 or the 49 towards
Josh Coloni
Scott
in
Sprinkle.
4th. That's one of Sprinkle's
Shepetyev.
teammates actually in the 41. Mariusz
Shepetyev
Shepetyev
having a
is
good
really,
run. That team also needs a good point stay today.
The
They-
21
they
and the
beat-
30 are both kind of just following each other through the field here.
Shepetyev DNQ'd the previous race, so they need a good point stay to make up on that lost time. There's 15. That's my car, who's
How's
also
your
been
car?
having a pretty shit year. Not gonna lie, had some good races and then had some wrecked races. But
Shepetyev finished 8th in the last race.
sitting
Sky-
pretty
Fo-
16th in points. So.
While Sky Martin's going backwards, Daniel Starr is going forwards.
Yeah, Daniel Starr started in the back, and now that 88 car slowly moving its way back up front.
Star started in the back. A lot of those provisional drivers that started towards the back have been moving their way out
Yeah.
front. Like the only ones that
Yeah,
have
Forrest
really
Lindell's
kind
falling
of,
all the way back.
the 94's
Yeah.
gotten shuffled back again.
I think that was more due to the outside thing, but no one is catching the 98.
Yeah, a bit of a 7/100th of a second loss from the last few laps to the leader from second place car. Let's see if it'll change this time.
Yeah, let's go for a lap around the Music City Motorplex or
Well, it's
Nashville
1/10 of
Fairgrounds.
the loss from the leader. So yeah, Scott Sprinkle is definitely the car to watch for this race.
One thing I always find interesting, look at how the corner speeds compare to the straightaway speeds.
Peak
They're
of
only topping
130.
out at about 130 down the straights, and they're going about
85.
85 at worst in the corners. Like, this is a pretty fast track, and you don't particularly lose that much ground going into
Oh,
the corners.
09 has lost his car.
Yeah,
Got
up in
shuffled
the
to the
outside
outside.
line, pushed away by me. And here comes Daniel Starr in the 88, Got to keep that car back on the inside lane. There's McDaniel as well in that Coca-Cola car.
I have a feeling this race is going to be filled with comers and goers.
Actually, it looks like that car managed to make it to
That
the
is
inside
how
lane,
this
but
track
no.
tends to work out, is that it's usually a comers and goers race. Like, you could see a car like this fly at the beginning of a run. There's no
Still
guarantee
making
that the
gains.
98 will have this speed to the end of the race. Like,
Yeah. Yeah, what's very unique about this Nashville race is that it is short enough where the pit crew will play no part of this.
Another interesting thing about this track is that it's got walls like New Hampshire and Rockingham, so if someone gets shoved up on that wall, they might be able to wall ride it on their side, like Casey Kane. So hopefully we don't see any of that, but who knows?
Yeah.
we saw that at
Still got a long way
Daytona.
to go. Well, yeah, we did, with Rashi Mahindra.
Yeah.
Oh, also, who remembers Auto Club, the great Tony Hawk moment for the 84.
I'll be right back, guys.
All
Okay.
right. Stop
Camel
that
can't
side.
keep down.
There's that 02 car, that rookie starting their very first race.
Time for an epic bout for last. But
This Forrest Bell, our Daytona. Well, I wouldn't say 500. This is probably more like a 250. But Forrest Bell currently in that last lower position, lost a lot of spots at the start of this race. Let's see if Scott Sprinkle continues to improve ahead of the 86.
a little.
About a hundredth of a difference. There's Dane Stinson and
This
still
just became a big
unsponsored.
train. Your mic. Echo, you might murder your mic.
We apologize for the microphone feedback. Tells Bill Labor. Yeah, Scott Sprinkle now up to almost a 3-second lead ahead of the 98. Yeah, your mic is completely forked.
Yeah. That 98 is currently still on track.
It seems that Echo has been taken away by a hurricane.
Yep.
Hurricanes in Canada? More likely than you think. Josh Poloni having a pretty good run in that 41 car.
Yep. He's
And there's
though right now I would say he's holding up this line cars.
yeah, I don't think the 7 or the 21 are making much of an opportunity to try and get around Poloni.
Yep. And now here's our next side by side. It's you.
There's the 15 car, and there's the 34 running together. That's Kyle Sistry, another rookie. No rookie stripes on that car, but I can guarantee that that actually is a rookie running in that 34 car this season. Daniel Starr, who ran last year in the 54, I believe, now in the 88.
Yep.
Logan Conrad still running mildly strong in that first career start. There's DeLello in the 52. Saber Fox, who won the last race, running pretty alright, I'd say so myself. Especially for that team
20.
who had a pretty ho-hum start to the year, but after that win, the boost gotten a big boost in points.
Yeah. But you want to know who's falling like a rock even? Wow, Sky Martin.
Yeah,
Fell
Sky Martin
like
is
a
definitely
rock.
losing a lot of
Or-
spots right now. Scott Sprinkle actually catching up a bit to these previous cars.
Yeah.
These last cars. Well, it'll only be a matter of time. Do you know if there's a pit window for this track? I don't
No.
think there will be, so only if there's a caution, which, who knows, there might actually be one because we saw a caution during the heat. Well, we saw more cautions during the Cup heat than the junior heat, so this actually might not be as bloodthirsty as the last two races have been.
We good?
Yeah,
Echo.
that 98 car is practically unstoppable right now, pretty much like Martin Truex Jr. was at New Hampshire in the past week, where he
Yep.
went on to win.
But hey, the 49 led a couple of laps before this happened.
Yeah, that's some bonus points for that team. Not really a lot of movement in that top 10 field right now. Actually, 5th through 9th I'd say, are in a pretty relatively close environment together.
Yep. No, actually, it's becoming third, fourth,
Third through ninth, or third through 10th, really. Actually, really second through 10th, because once they catch up to the 86, it'll almost become a snake, but that's 7 of Dane's.
Oh yeah, the 7 got around the
Ooh,
41.
and there's that 78 losing that outside line, losing a ton of position here. Not really a ton of position, but losing all that momentum that they can get on the inside lane. Derek Hamill now the last car in the field right now. And that 47 car also lost a lot of spots. Started around the mid-pack, front of the pack, and now they're losing a lot of positions to get back up front.
By the way, the 7 is showing decent speed. He's actually faster. He's ran a lap faster than the leader.
Interesting. So even without sponsors, that car can still show some incredible speed.
Remind you, this car won the 500 or the Daytona race.
Yeah, and now they're way back
no sponsors. So no sponsor cars winning these races.
And I believe Dane Stinson actually finished second in the 500 too.
Maybe.
I believe it was an unsponsored one too. He finished around the top 5, I believe. So seeing these cars run as well as they do in the conditions that they're in is pretty special, if I say so myself, as the 47 has passed for the last place position.
Yep, it's the 32.
Scott Sprinkle continues to smoke that crack and stay out front. There's the 2 Grand
There's your points leader,
cars,
actually all the way in 22.
Running together. There's the 26. Ryan Palmer.
Yeah, let's go. So he's coming up to. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
Yeah, we're about to see some lap traffic.
You can actually see.
And Philbrick is seeing the leader in his mirror, and that's not what that car wants to see right now. Because if a caution comes out and Philbrick is not the first car a lap down, they could be stuck in that position for a long time.
And yeah, by the way, we're 20 minutes.
Yeah, this is definitely gonna be a pretty short race.
We're almost halfway and we're 20 minutes in. Almost 20 minutes in.
Yeah, we're gonna have to save at halfway there.
Yep.
But right now, Scott Sprinkle's still unstoppable, almost 5 seconds ahead of the 86. Even though the 7 car is still one of the faster cars on track right now, closing into the 49. Still 6 seconds behind our leader, but there's still a chance in case we get a yellow that 7 could potentially use that long run speed.
Or they could catch him when this 98 reaches traffic.
True. Once Sprinkle gets to the back of Philbrick in the 32, that might slow them up and allow the 86 and everyone else behind them to make a run.
But Sprinkle is really stinking up the show.
I believe their teammate is the 41, who is also having a pretty good run. I believe there's 3 of those cars in that team, if I'm 3 or 2, from what I remember. It is 3, yeah.
Oh, by the way, look who's showing up.
Oh, look at that. It's the 81 and Ambrosia, both in the top 10. Actually, no, Ambrosia's going to make their way into the top 10 now in that Mercedes.
Yeah, and McQuitty.
There's the 3rd car, McQuitty. So all of the cars on that team that Scott Sprinkle runs in, all running pretty decently here today. Pretty strong showing for that team.
Yeah. Running away.
But now catching up to that last car of... So
and by the way, he's a tenth faster than the field.
Who's the leader?
Yeah. Even on these old
that car is smoking some serious crack cocaine right now. That car's got tape on its front bumper. Oh, hell no. It's going to do the Denny Hamlin.
Yeah, and he's closing on the... As we go to our onboard again, yeah, that's the tail end of the field.
I can just see like an NR mod feature that adds a DQ system. If you fail, like a random fail inspection system where you can DQ a race after the race ends.
I
Like a
think
super low
we
chance.
did try that in like a very differently, but it was weird.
Yeah, I bet it wouldn't really work out too well because
Yeah.
of like how NR works and things like that. Although I'm not a huge wizard on how the game works, but I know that
No, we mostly did like a wheel.
a
We
wheel.
created a wheel.
Just spin a wheel and whichever cars go to R&D fail inspection. I think I actually
Also,
remember that.
32, you need to step on it.
Yeah, halfway is actually coming up real soon, so you'll need to. I believe
That's
it's
gonna be a
around
weird
now.
one to do.
It's 3 out of 125.
Yeah,
Yeah, this should be
67.
around now. Yeah, so you might need to save now.
No, 67.
7?
Oh,
That would be
120.
130. Yeah, that
Oh,
would be
wait,
134.
yeah. I should export now.
Yes.
JR Nash. Yeah.
Junior, no.
And 32 is a lap down.
Yeah, but this pack of 3 cars ahead of our leader, Scott Sprinkler, are definitely going to slow them down a little bit. Let's see if that margin between the leader and second has closed up a bit after Sprinkle got around Philbrick.
Would be weird to say no.
No, it did not. It actually gained a little bit still. And those cars have still got to get around the lap cars as well, so it might be very difficult for our cars behind our leaders to actually get up front and get past Scott Sprinkle.
And no mechanical issues. 67 laps in.
Well, no real ones just yet.
You know what could happen is if he's too aggressive.
Yeah, we saw a car get taken out on the back stretch. I believe it was during the Cup heat.
Yeah.
But the Cup heat. Yeah.
Oh.
Also, for VOD watchers later in the video, Echo's fixing her mic right now.
Yeah.
Currently got hit by a hurricane /J. Gotta get that.
By the way, the 7's the second, and they did close a 10th that lap. They are closing a little.
Coach D and Chief for this race, I believe. Yeah. Yeah, 96 car doing pretty good right now. There's a 94.
Trying to pass the 94 and the 54.
Yeah, some days you have good runs and some days you don't. This is definitely one of those slower runs for the 94, who did pretty good in their heat. Did fairly well in their heat, but now just not showing the speed that they need.
Just that speed of that 98 is, oh my god.
Daniel Starr about to get passed as well.
What?
Not Daniel Starr.
Oh, you're back,
you're
Echo?
back.
But, this is the big change. Vincent has speed.
God giveth and God taketh away. 81 was actually coming up through the pack quite a bit earlier.
Yeah.
I believe they're running in the top 15. You can probably check on the leaderboard, double check. Scroll down one page. Yeah, 13th.
Yep.
Wait, where the hell is the 15 car? Oh my god,
24.
24th? Yeah, this is just another average Season 2 run for this team.
Yep.
But when you got a car like this
The
smoke
next-
in the field, I can understand why.
Yeah, this is absurd. Honestly. It'd be interesting how fast these... What?
Wow,
How
good
fast
run
is
and
that
James Wilson
car?
there, but had to check up a little bit to not run to the back of Johnny Yang in the 86.
Let's see if the 7 can dispatch up the 86.
Right on the back bumper here, getting really close. I believe that they might be able to make a run on the front straightaway if they get a good run 3 or 4.
Maybe.
Loses a little bit of momentum in 4. I don't think that's gonna be
Meanwhile,
enough.
Napa cars.
Yeah, 2 teammates running next to each other, I believe.
And I actually think Ayaz is actually faster. Yeah.
Yeah, at least the 98 won't lead every lap because
Yeah, but it won't be many.
the 49 led some laps early on. But it'll be, if nothing goes wrong for that 98 team, like a random mech fail out of nowhere, clueless emoji.
Totally
Then it'll
not trying to
be
commentators
smooth
curse him.
sailing. Smooth sailing.
You're totally trying not to
Totally not any ill intent or malicious wishes. Smiling emoji. But Dane Stinson's still trying to make some runs on the 86. Both of the Napa cars are actually battling back there. The 70 actually making a run on the 49 and will pass.
I think the 70 is actually faster than that car. And maybe
All
even
Aziz moves to fourth. Stinson still trying to look for an opportunity. Now takes the outside, looks to the outside, but I don't think that's going to help that much. Loses some
maybe
momentum.
trying to get a run.
That 70's cooking. Getting a lot of speed on the 7 of Stinson there. It might be a three-way battle between that team eventually. Lucas Q, another Napa car running back there, about to get lapped by the 98.
He has a decent amount of distances. Oh, hi.
Oh boy. That'll be interesting. This Sky Martin in the 54.
This is getting interesting. This now for second.
That's about to turn into a three-car battle for the second position.
Yeah, did anyone else get past the 41? Nope.
These cars are going to need as much points as they need. If they can't pass the leader, they might as well try and battle for second, because that's going to be the closest thing to a win that they get.
Yeah. Look how this car is somehow still running.
I need the driver, the crew chief, and the spotter of the 98 car to the Hall of Post race. They're putting rocket fuel in your car, just like Mikey Waltrip did in 2008. Was it 2008 or was it 2007? I think it was 07. Yeah, because they started running the Toyotas in 07. They're like, oh, them goddamn cheating Toyotas. But the 49, Josh Weiss might also try to make a run at one point.
No, he's the one falling back.
There's a battle there going between McDaniel and the 41.
These are the next couple cars.
Another teammate to the 98.
Yeah.
The 40 and the 19, and then the 41. That's
here comes the 30. Here's the 09.
And Castellano.
Actually, he's recovered to 10th.
Last car in the top 10 behind Shepetchev, and then Sean English, who has actually been making up a decent amount of positions.
Yeah, I saw
the
that.
Logan Conrad making a great rookie start, or a great debut start. There's that 81 I was talking about earlier. This is 56. We hadn't talked much about the 56. They started near the back and have made up a decent amount of positions. There's Flandre Wilson, who also
you're
started near the back.
27th now.
I believe Flandre Wilson was one of the last cars in the field because of the way they qualified.
The 09 and 4 were like some of the last cars.
Yeah, and 09 is definitely one of the fastest cars out there in terms of passing. Oh, the 70, Tal Aziz has passed both.
He finally gotten past the 86
while we were gone, and now it looks like Aziz is going to try and make a run for the lead. Still losing this. Well, not really a run for the lead, a run for the lead in the pack. Still 7 seconds, almost 8 seconds behind the leader.
And by the way, the 98 has caught the other end of the field.
Oh boy, this will be interesting. Lucas Q in the 16 is the next target.
And there goes a 7 trying to get on the 86.
This battle is still raging on between these four. That 49 can still seek draft behind the 7 and try to pass it whenever they can. Philbrick and Martin, then there's Hamill in 33rd. Some of the next are actually some of the cars that have already been lapped by our leader. This like domination right here is what it's like running the 2005 AI for the Cup Series, because Tony Stewart just whooped the field in some of these tracks. Or if you use the wrong ratings, he ends up.
Or you run the T-Rex car on the 98 things.
Didn't have any trouble at all getting to the inside of the 16, and it looks like Scott Sprinkle will lap 16 of Lucas Q. Up next is the 07.
Yeah, I'm just seeing if the 70s... Oh, 7 got under this 86. 86 is finally fading.
Looks like this 70 is starting to make a bit of a breakaway. Actually gained on the leader that time. Actually broke the margin down.
Mind you, that 98 is in traffic.
Yep, and the 70 still has to get around the cars that the 98 has already lapped. That'll make it very difficult for them to get back up to the
And
leader. But
by the way, I don't think they're going to have time.
yeah, I don't think they're going to have the time. I think they have the potential, but not the time. Unless they get a caution, which is unlikely the way they're racing right now.
Yeah.
But this might just be a completely green race, which would be very interesting to see. Yeah, yellow would completely change the outlook of this race so far, because the 49 had some good super short run speed, but has since lost some of that magic into this long run. But all the magic seems to have been stolen, absorbed, and used to good use by the 98 of Scott Sprinkler, who was just...
As he goes to pass Draken Smith now.
Mm-hmm. There's the
Oh!
07. Wow, almost got to the bumper there. That 07 Monster Energy car saying, no thank you, I would not like to battle with you today. There's the 13. Just ahead, that's Henry Guo.
That's
and the
30th.
4, the Burger Pants, who also was one of the lower qualifiers in this race. Made up a few positions, I believe. Actually, I don't even know if they made up any positions at all.
Yeah. Oh, we got a fight, and mind you, this might be just guys being desperate.
Mm-hmm.
Because
Trying to get as
who's
many points as they can with the resources they have. There's the 15. There's my car running all by itself. Actually trying to catch up to the pack that's ahead of it. That's the 22, I believe, of Saber Fox. Actually, no, that was the 1 ahead of the 15 there.
Yeah, the one of the cars you're trying to buy.
Yeah, there's the 1. There's the 28. The 3, the 1's teammate there at Catskill DNQ'd this race.
Yep. This is also where you find the points leader 22nd, which is...
Yeah.
Echo will have to let us know later, but that might be bad.
Yeah, we'll have to be informed.
Hi, Sprinkle!
Yeah, we'll have to be informed later to see who the points leader is. As Sprinkle gets around Burger Pants. Food gets around food.
Yeah. No, but that's DHL. That's not food.
For... Who knows? DHL could search
Oh
for
my!
this.
What are you?
Oh,
bro,
this will
what
be
are you
interesting
doing?
here. Let's see if the 98. Actually, no, the 20. Actually, the car ahead.
83.
I believe, yeah, the 83. Looks like Scott Sprinkle is trying to make it 3 wide through the middle.
Yeah, I was about to
83,
say, bro, what are you doing?
and now the 83 is going to lose another position to Burger Pants because 4 is on the inside.
There's a chance you. What?
Yummy packages, I believe that's what she said.
Ah. This is. Hey, look, it's about for position. A lap down.
Yeah, another bounce for position. There's a 16 back there as well, trying to get around.
Oh, by the way, here comes the 70 is slowly catching, but that's not gonna be enough.
There are some gains being made. They've made it. They're about. Aziz is still trying to get through this lap traffic as well, but I believe they'll make it under 7 seconds relatively soon if they get around the lap traffic.
This has been basically what Echo. This has been a yawns race. That 98 is thinking of the show. Oh,
Ooh!
oh, what are you doing?
Very close.
As I was saying, he almost took out the 13.
Yeah, we don't want to have a lap car we don't want to have a Morgan Shepherd, Joey Logano kind of incident, or a David Starr and Noah Gregson kind of incident here with the lap cars. It would be funny. I've seen it happen before in other stuff that I've done, where leaders have a good day and then they get wrecked by a lap car, but I don't know. This has been a pretty clean race so far. With around 23 laps to go, anything can happen, really, as they're not going to pit at all, actually, unless something happens.
Yeah, I'm surprised we're not getting in. We're not having any mechanical issues.
Another Echo Energy car, and there's a second pack right there. The 15, that's my car right there, trying to get around. I believe that was
29.
29, yeah. Then there's the 1 ahead of them. And then another car, I believe that's 34 of Sustry. And then the 26, the points leader.
Yeah.
Looking minty fresh out there.
is catching, but has to go for the lap traffic. Did get past 32.
Yep. Aziz does not have enough time, I don't believe. Because they still got to pass that small pack of cars that the leader Scott Sprinkle has passed. Almost gets into the back bumper of the 54 of Sky Martin. I said Daniel Starr earlier. That is not correct. Daniel Starr is in the 88 this season.
Yep.
Not trying to get on
98
the
is still
45.
working on the 45, and 13
that
goes past the
is-
22.
And after that is all open air. Ooh,
Wow!
Gets on the apron a bit. Almost goes a bit of bowling for a fraction of a second. And gets around the 45 with almost no problems at all. And that's all clean air ahead of the 98.
By the
Wow,
way,
look how much.
when I do the export and name it, and I'm gonna be naming this replay the Sprinkle Show more than likely.
You might as well, because it's definitely looking like the Sprinkle Show right now. But that's all clean air ahead of the 98, and a lot of lap cars for the 70 car to pass. Let's see where the 70 is right now. Still hasn't made up some time.
Not
a lot of time. Actually, the 70 has some clear air ahead of them right now. Has to pass the 94 still.
Yeah, he gained.
More. So it looks like it'll be home free for Scott Sprinkle for now. Yeah. I mean, anything can happen in these last few laps. It is Nashville grounds. It's a very unpredictable track at times. It's definitely been very unpredictable for Cup, as we saw some team kills in the heats. We saw some team deaths in the heats. It was wild.
I have a bad feeling if Juniors is this calm, how chaotic is Cup?
Oh boy. Most of the problems in Cup, though, happened with cars having mech fails, and I guess most of the Cup cars were racing each other more, and they were wrecking around. There were more cars being involved in incidents because they were all racing each other around there. I think the NCS 22 package is definitely more racy on this track than the Xfinity 20 package is.
Yeah, that's something I'm noticing.
All of these has again made up a small difference in how close they're getting
because
to the leader.
he's in some clean air.
More clean air, but also again the 98 is in clean air right now. Not making too many gains though to the 29 of home.
By the way, we're about to enter single file restart territory, which would also kind of put a nail in the 70's chances.
Oh yeah, absolutely. If there are lap cars ahead of the pace car when the caution comes out, that could mean problems. As Sustra is now on the outside line, might be the first car to be lapped by our leader now.
Yeah.
Whenever both the 15 and the 29 get
By
around.
the way, remember that Sustra was racing up in like the top 10 earlier.
Yeah, looks like that car is a lot stronger on the short runs on newer tires than on older tires as they wash up the corner. That's going to make him lose a lot of momentum.
Yeah, by the way, he also, congrats, ran the first of the 21 second laps.
Oh, wow, look at that.
While everyone else is still in their 20s.
Yeah, they definitely washed up a lot out of turn 4, which is probably a contributing factor to that.
Yeah.
That's another buffer for me to keep.
59 to who got to third.
Yeah, that 59 car is also flying as well.
This is actually right now the battle.
And look at the 19 passing the 7 on the inside. That's for a lead lap position.
Yeah.
Teammate to Scott Sprinkle.
They are a little too far behind the 70 to try to make it like a 1-2, but
41 is now out of the top 10, but it's still probably having a very fun run.
The 09 is in the top 10. And the 02.
Yeah. Oh yeah, the 02, the rookie, actually making their first start. Like I said earlier, Logan Conrad. No sponsors on that car. Had to be whipped up right before the weekend started. Now having a pretty good run, around running 9th, but still 12 seconds behind our leader, who is still losing a tiny bit of time to Tala Aziz.
But by the way, we're under 10 to go.
Yep, it is going to look like a Scott Sprinkle day for now.
Oh my god. This race is making me yawn.
This race is making me go honk me.
Honk me. Go to sleep. believe.
Yeah, now the 70's actually lost some momentum there, so it looks like the 98 either they're fighting back in traffic. Oh yeah, that's a lot of traffic to fight against. So yeah, I don't think that. Well, if the
That's not
caution
missed shot.
comes out, they will be going single file anyway, so it'll be very difficult for that
Yeah,
70 to make a
but
good
also
position.
be maybe only 2 laps. Also, if the caution comes out next lap, this race is over.
Pretty much, because they got to run a few under yellow.
Yeah.
And considering they're quicker laps, because this is a shorter track, it still will be very difficult for any of these cars to get any position. At least any of the lead lap cars. 59, still one of the faster cars that is not the leader right now, has made up a ton of positions since the start.
Yeah, they're up to 3rd, and 19 is racing them. This is our By the way, this is our main battle on the track.
49 still having a pretty decent run, even after starting on pole and losing the lead. There's the 6 behind the 49 as well, also having a pretty good run.
That's also, by the way, it's 2 Napa cars and then Sprinkle's team. That car is actually a Napa car. Just realize it's red.
That's a Coca-Cola car.
Good. Napa Cola.
Yeah, more time has been lost to the leader here for the 70 of Talas. They get around.
Yeah, he's trying to get around. No. And
now trying to get around Sustryer in the 34.
And I'll say this: welcome to 2 to go.
Yep, this race has definitely flown by.
It's going to be possibly under 45 minutes.
Sub 45 speed run territory.
And the 34 is making it crazy.
No. Made it very difficult for the 98 to get to the bottom there, but...
White flag as the 98 tries to lap the 34.
White flag last lap. Here comes Sprinkle trying to get around the 34 for that lap position. I don't think they're going to get to the 29, who's the next car ahead of them. Yeah, the 29 and the 15. Oh, no, it's the 26.
It would have been almost the 26. Oh, my God.
But Scott Sprinkle, the wheel is still in perfect for a dominating performance today. He wins at Nashville with a 6.69 second advantage to Tala Aziz. Nice. Actually, 6.92, which is still nice. A dominating performance. Shades of Martin Truex Jr. A top 10 performance for the rookie Logan Conrad in that 02. What a run for that team.
And that should be everybody.
Who was looking for a ride at the near start of the season. No DNFs either. No mech fails. Actually, there was at the start, but it wasn't really...
Complete, okay. Export.
Wasn't really a problem.
JR Nash.
Well, that was fun. That was certainly the race of all time.
Jesus Christ.
Yeah, hopefully the Cup race will definitely be more interesting because they went 3 wide a lot more often.
That was like, I'm not sure what you would call that race. Was that a good race?
Yeah, I mean there was some good battling. There's definitely some good cars that had a chance to get up front. Yeah, there's definitely some good midfield battling. Yeah, just nothing for the lead, but there are a lot of cars that definitely had a lot of speed that came from the back and got to the front, like that 59 car.
Yep. I want to do JR Nash. I exported, I saved the replay. Here we go. Guy Martin loses 31 spots.
Good God. Poor Sky Martin started so well and then just lost it all. Silly season update. Oh boy, I'm definitely gonna have some silly season updates for sure. Justin Haley to Rick Ware Racing. An auto sim ass kind of move.
Yep.
Well, that's over. I guess on to Cup. So we can move on to Nashville, and I believe the next week after that for juniors is where's this? That is Kentucky. That'll be fun. And then Motorsport.
And that's the first of the junior off weeks.
Kentucky for Cup as well, and then after that is Atlanta. Oh God.
Yep. Who wants to know the lap count? Lead count.
123.
117. Weiss
Ooh.
led 8.
Oh, 8.
8 laps, and yeah.